So it's like tightening but wrapping. Let's talk hair loss. And it was just everywhere. Falling out. You wanna clap? Yeah. What to expect when expecting. The unexpected is what you should expect. Hello, welcome back. I'm just drinking my smoothie. I have an appointment to go to in the next half hour, so I'm just getting ready to go to that. But I want to dedicate today's video all about my 6-month postpartum update. We're talking body. Don't look at my. Can you see my laundry in the corner? Yes, you can. We'll just turn a little bit more this way. We're talking body changes. New, I don't know if they're symptoms, just things that have popped up, and all the nitty gritty. As you guys know, I like to be real here. So if you guys haven't watched my previous postpartum videos, check out those videos. They are linked down below, but I want to do another update now that I am 6 months postpartum. How do I have a 6-month-old? How is Sage 6 months old? This is crazy. And so much has changed even in the last month. So I'm just really excited to get into it. But yeah, I'm gonna have breakfast. Sage is napping. I'm gonna go to my appointment, and then when I get back, we'll do the chit chat. And I'll show you actual body updates and stuff, since I always find that really interesting, just in my journey and stuff, just to see everyone else's journey. So it's not about comparison or judgment. It's just about being real and honest and open. And this is just my journey. It doesn't mean yours is gonna look the same way, but I hope it's helpful and just educational for those of you who have no idea what a postpartum body may look like, or things that may pop up as you are recovering from birthing a human being. You hungry? What side are we on? Right? You're such a big girl now. So I'm back. I'm gonna feed Miss Sagey before she takes her next nap. So I thought, since I'm breastfeeding, I'll give you guys some breastfeeding updates. I am still planning on doing a full breastfeeding video, so that is on my to film list, I think next week. But basically things are still going well. I have noticed since around the 6-month mark that my supply has decreased a little bit. So I'm going to talk more in detail on what I've done to help increase that. I have noticed since the 6-month mark, she's been sleeping more throughout the night, which I am planning on doing a full baby sleep video that is also on my to film list. But yeah, since she's been sleeping better, the issue I've noticed is she's not feeding as much throughout the night, so my supply has gone down a little bit. So I've done a few things to help with that situation. I do notice she's at the phase, she's been at this phase for a little while, but any distractions now when she's breastfeeding, she's just what's over there? What's going on? If I'm talking, it's not that big of an issue. As you can see, she's just ignoring me because she's used to me talking while she's drinking. But if Matt says something, or there's the TV on, or just Cashew's running around, she's so distracted, and a lot of times I have to just go feed in the bedroom, or just tell everyone to be quiet so she can actually eat, because she just gets distracted very easily around just noises and what's going on around her, which is also just cute for her to see. She'll just stare at daddy while he's talking to me. She is officially on solids now, which is exciting. She's been now for 2 weeks eating food besides breast milk. So that's been really fun. If you guys haven't seen the baby's first week of foods video that I did, I'll link it down below. I basically documented the entire week of feeding Sage, and just also some baby meal prep things that I was doing. And I'm planning on doing a full baby meal prep video, because I'm really enjoying that process, and just bulk cooking her things, freezing them, and then we just heat them up when she needs them. But yeah, she's doing really good on solids. I still feel like I'm breastfeeding her the same amount. I think she's just eating more because she's growing more. Yeah, that's basically the update on that. All right, Sagey is sleeping. So while she's napping, I'm gonna go through a couple of items on my list that I want to talk about. Number one being, let's chat mental health, since I know everyone is struggling in different ways right now. We're still in lockdown here in Canada. We just entered our 3rd lockdown of the last year and a half, and it's just, to experience this as a new mom is just, it's a little crazy. Everyone is having their own experience right now, so it's just so different depending on, depending on your job, if you're still able to work, or if you have kids that are in school. It really just differs on your situation, but yeah, that definitely has played a role in my postpartum mental health. I noticed at around 3 to 4 months, I started to notice a little bit of depression. Actually, not a little bit. I was crying a lot every day. And honestly, I thought it was normal. I didn't think I had any kind of postpartum depression. I now know so much more about baby blues and postpartum depression than I did when I first just had Sage or when I was pregnant. And I guess I really didn't know a lot about it. I thought I was in the clear after the first month went by and I didn't fall into some kind of depression. I'm like, whew. Obviously, like I was extra emotional and stuff like that and crying over just staring at Sage, but I didn't felt like it was turning into like depressing thoughts. Definitely something you want to keep an eye on and talk to people if you are feeling like that. It can be obviously a very serious thing. And for me, around the 3 and 4 month mark, I started feeling pretty down and there'd be a lot of days that I was crying and I just thought maybe I was just sad. Like I didn't even think it was postpartum depression. But honestly, for me, I felt like it was more so just me trying to do too much as a new mom, like working full time, having a newborn. It was just a lot. And I just felt like I wanted to do both at the same capacity. And that's just impossible. Like one thing had to give. And obviously my priority is Sage, but it's hard when you love two things so much. And I could just never give up my job here on YouTube. I love it. It like fills my soul. And it's just, I know for some people what I do seems like a really odd and weird job, but it's my normal. And I just can't even think of my life not doing this. Like I would still be doing this if I didn't get paid any money. You know, hopefully I could still eat and have a roof over my head, but this is like truly what my passion is and I love to do it. And so I've just had to find a way to do it with Sage. We're just making it work. It's hard right now with not being able to see like friends and family. So you're really just on your own, which can feel even more isolating as new parents. So it's the mental health aspect has been tough and we're just taking it day by day, but I can honestly say now at 6 months postpartum, I feel so much better. I almost just feel like this is normal. So I'm just in a better headspace and I'm just trying to take care of myself, meditate when I need to, take a bath, go for a walk, clear my head and eat good food, get sleep and all those things that are going to make you feel good. So I'm going to go through a couple of different things. I want to talk about digestion because I noticed such a big difference with my digestion. I had a lot of issues in my second trimester. You probably heard me talk about that in that trimester update video, but I'm still having issues. And honestly, like the top of so I have a little bit of diastasis recti, which I'll talk about in a sec, but the upper part of my abs. So most people, when they're like, pretty much I think everybody's abs separate during pregnancy. Like you got to make room for the baby. And a lot of times it can come back for at different rates for some people. So what's usually common is the top will go to get back together before the bottom does for people. So you'll usually get that little like pouch kind of area that's still like puffy on the bottom that just takes a little bit more like exercise and strengthening to kind of build that core up again. But for me, I actually have still the separation on the top. The bottom is pretty much together. I don't have any issues there, but the top is still separated. So I still have like, it still sticks out a bit at the top of my abdomen. And I notice late at night, especially after dinner, I get really bloated and it's almost like the top part of my stomach has this like puffy belt. Like I just feel really puffy and bloated up here and not compared to the rest of my stomach. And I just felt like it was really uncomfortable. Like it wasn't even like I just cared that it was puffy. It just felt uncomfortable and bloated. So certain exercises I've been doing have really helped in like the breathing. So I'll do like some deep breathing, belly breathing. And when I breathe out, I really think of wrapping the top of my abdomen. Another thing with my pelvic floor that honestly I felt like just made a difference, just like improved in the last month, is I can officially jump, skip. I haven't ran, but like I can jump and I feel normal again. It used to be like, ooh, I would feel weird jumping or hopping or any of that up and down motion, and I wouldn't dare be using a skipping rope. But now it feels normal. I'm not like overdoing it. I'm just doing it here and there when I'm working out, but it just feels like things are more in place and I feel more comfortable. I don't feel like I'm gonna pee my pants, but I do feel like the pelvic floor exercises that I've been doing have been helping. Not super consistent on it, but I am doing it. It's like one more thing to think about, but it's made a difference. So if you're like, I don't have time for that, make time for it because your pelvic floor will thank you later. Let's talk periods. I've had, I think, 3 periods since postpartum, and they are so irregular. It's true what they say, they're not normal right away. They're all different. And I've honestly noticed the first one was like, I thought, did I have a period? It was really light, and the last 2 have been so heavy. Actually, the third one came early. It came like a week early. I was like, I just had my period 3 weeks ago. And they were both so heavy to the point I thought something was wrong. Like I was going back to using maternity pads almost. Like it was bad. I was looking for my disposable underwear again. I was like, oh my God, this is like a waterfall coming out of my body. This is insane. Like, do I need to go to the doctor? So I honestly don't know if it's normal, but so heavy. I've never had heavy periods like that. But I will say cramping wise, because I used to get really painful cramps like pre-pregnancy, like so much better. I don't even think I took any Tylenol or anything. There was like maybe one day where I felt like, you know, I still felt achy, but it wasn't extreme pain, which I used to get. So that's improved, but very heavy flow. Very, very heavy. And then hair loss. Let's talk hair loss. I noticed at around 3.5 months is when I started noticing my hair falling out, and it was just everywhere. Falling out. If you watched my postpartum hacks video, you'll know we have this like little shroom thing for the tub to collect hair because like it would clog the drain like just after one shower. There was so much hair falling out, kind of freaked me out. Basically what happens when you're pregnant, it's not that you're losing more hair, it's when you're pregnant, your hair basically freezes in like the hair growth stage, and then when you have your baby, it basically is like catching up. It's like, okay, we're not stuck in the hair growth stage. It's basically all your hair is going through the same stage at once or something like that. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but it doesn't mean that more hair than normal would be falling out. It's just like all at once. So it seems a lot, and it is a lot. Like it was everywhere, and it still is everywhere, but not as much. It's slowed down around like the 5-month mark. And I'll show you, it's starting to grow back. I'll show you guys. Like, look at these little baby hairs growing back. Like I have it there. This is where I had most of my hair fall out. So that is where we're at. So it's growing back. You know, it's doing its thing. I'm using a couple of different products to help as well. So if I know I'm going to wash my hair tomorrow, which I am, the night before, I recently purchased this amazing hair serum, like oil massager stuff. I will put a photo of it here. This girl is actually local. She's in Ontario, has like black seed oil and rosemary that she like grows, and she bottles it herself, and it just smells amazing. And you massage it into your scalp at night. I use a little silicone head massager to help stimulate blood flow and stuff like that. And then I leave it overnight, and in the morning I wash my hair, and I'm starting to do that like 2 or 3 times, usually only twice a week since I only really wash my hair twice a week. I'm doing that. I don't know if that's why it's grown back, but it's helping. It feels really nice. Matt has also used the hair massager in the shower just for like shampoo, and it feels really nice. So cheap on Amazon. I'll link it down below. I'll do like a full blog post of the things I'm mentioning in today's video. Fitness, honestly, I feel like that should be a separate video as well, but honestly, I'm just trying to get active every day, whether it's a walk in our suburb, a forest hike, or, you know, doing a mixture of some free hand weight exercises, and then also a mixture of like basically once a week I do a session with my trainer Laura. I am doing stretching, but not as much as I should, but I definitely need to do more of that. And then, yeah, that's basically my fitness. So I've just been really loving moving my body right now. Honestly, once I started to feel like I could move my body, I really enjoyed it, because when you're pregnant, you just feel like mobility really goes down. And so once you can start moving again, it feels really nice. And I've just been appreciating my body and moving it. All right, I'm gonna break, have a quick lunch before Sage wakes up, and then there's a few more things that I wanna go through, so BRB. Hi, honey. Ooh. Also, 6-month update, Sage now sleeps in her big girl bed. Yeah. Hi. We also love these sleep sacks, they're so cozy. And I think you have a poopy. Do you have a poopy? I smell it. You a stinky pooper. You a stinky pooper. You pull mommy's hair. That's why I'm dealing with postpartum hair loss. It's from this girl pulling my hair all the time. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Just finished heating up Sage's lunch. Got some pureed broccoli and sweet potato. I did a little cucumber. We're doing like baby-led weaning style, so just the inside of the seeds. I learned on how to like cut and prepare things from the Happy Healthy Eaters baby course. Highly recommend it. I'll link it down below. I have a code for them as well. I have some breast milk here, and I'm just gonna let it cool for a sec. Put our little utensils. These are amazing. I mentioned all of my favorite baby food resources and products in a blog post. I'll link that down below for you guys. But she loves these, and it makes it really easy for her to feed herself. So we're kind of doing like a combination of thicker purees and then also finger foods. Got Sagey here with me now. She's up from her nap, and I want to give you guys, hey Matt. So I want to give you guys an actual body update. What's happening? You're so squirmy. You wanna play? You wanna play while mommy chats? Okay, she's gonna hang out. So yeah, let's talk abdomen. I know in previous videos I've said like stomach. I know stomach is an organ, but I'm just talking about my midsection here and what is going on. So I put on some loose pants so you can really see, because my thing is when it comes to postpartum bodies, sometimes it can look like someone has shrunk back to their pre-baby size like this based on what they're wearing. So I'm actually gonna not only show you guys in this outfit, but also in other outfits, because I think sometimes I will show like me working out or something on Insta stories or in other vlogs, and it looks like everything's just back to normal. And yes, I have lost basically all of the baby weight technically as of now, and I'm at my I'm back to my my pre-pregnancy weight. That being said, it's just, this is why numbers don't tell the whole story, because even though on the scale I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight, like I am not the same. You know, I've lost muscle, I've gained fat in different areas, things just feel different. It's not like the number means that everything's back to normal. So I really want to show you guys what my body looks like right now, and even clothes, like my old clothes that I could wear pre-pregnancy, they don't fit. So even though the scale says one thing, that's not the reality. So really, I wouldn't focus on that. It's just a number. So let's talk about some body changes. I told you guys about the diastasis recti I've been experiencing. So here, I'll lower this down. This is just me not flexing or anything. You can see like I have been doing some abdominal workouts and stuff, and I feel like I'm starting to get more definition here. But I'm still definitely, like my muscles are still sticking out up here a lot. It's worse at night. I'm probably gonna actually share a clip of me later in the day to show that what my stomach looks like now isn't what it looks like all day long. It's after lunch right now, so I've been eating and stuff and drinking water. So, you know, in the morning it looks one way, after I eat it looks another way, and at the end of the day I'm definitely much bloated and puffier just because I'm still dealing with digestion problems. Hey! And just rebuilding my core strength, really. Also, it's kind of gone back, but I did notice I had a lot of flared ribs, which is also normal. Your ribs expand when you're pregnant, and I had that a lot. It's kind of gone back now. It doesn't feel like it's sticking out as much. Where I'm at now, maybe someone's like, I never had a baby stomach, and that's totally fine. I'm just sharing what my stomach looks like right now. I have still pains in my pelvic area, like basically this area right here, the upside down triangle. I still get pains there. So I notice if I'm walking a lot, if I do too many weights or something, I get achy in my hips and pelvic area, and I have to rest or take a bath. So even 6 months postpartum, like I can tell things are not back to where they were. I'm breastfeeding, so I still have relaxin going through my body, which can kind of make things more loose, and I feel like achy. So that's something I keep in mind as well. Another thing I've really noticed is sore wrists. It's gotten better, but one thing I noticed what I was doing with Sage is every time I would hold her, you know, you're always like with your wrists doing like this. So instead of like clenching my wrist like this, I would kind of use more of my full arm to take the weight and not just my wrist all the time. Even breastfeeding, I would always do this before, and now I try to relax my wrist. And there's also different, are you hungry? Are you hungry? There's different wrist exercises that you can do that a yoga instructor taught me. Okay, one of them is you put both hands out, you stick your thumb underneath, you clench into a fist, and then you just rotate outward, and it stretches all along here, and it feels amazing. I think they're called like mom wrists. I didn't know your wrists get sore after a while from like just being overused, and they're not really meant to be used like that all the time. So just be mindful, you know, resting your wrists and stuff. And she claps now too. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap. You want to clap? Yeah. She also does this a lot with one hand. It's really cute. But let me put on a different outfit to compare to show you guys that what is on Instagram isn't always the reality. Like you may think someone looks, like I said, back to their pre-baby weight, but clothes can tuck in a lot and make it look like your body is one way when in reality you're still a little soft and pudgy, and that's okay. Woo! I'll be right back. How was that transition? Okay, so here's another outfit. It's a workout outfit that I've worn a couple times, and when I wear stuff like this on Instagram, I'll get people write me like, oh my god, you look great, it looks like you didn't even have a baby, all this stuff, and I appreciate the love, but I also just want to be real that, you know, certain clothes suck things in. Like this sports bra makes my boobs look a lot less saggy than they are right now. All right, Daddy has saggy. So this outfit, I mean, depending on what angle you see me at, like these pants aren't super tight, but they still hug you in a little bit. And honestly, even people on Instagram and stuff that are posing, if you were to flex, it could look like, you know, your core is much tighter than it is. You know, this is high-waisted, it's hugging in a little bit. If I flex, it really looks like there's no belly there. I mean, things are still wider, but you know what I mean. It just shows that depending on the different types of clothes someone is wearing, it can make their body look a little bit different than if they were just wearing sweats and a t-shirt. It's one I bought when pregnant, and I feel like it's just kind of stretched out. But I don't own that many black clothes. I usually wear more like whites and colors and stuff, so when I wear stuff like this, I feel like I'm like incognito or something. I just need sunglasses and who's this? And that is my little workout clothing haul. You know, I don't know. Hopefully this was helpful. I just want to show you guys, like I said, the same body and different outfits and stuff, because it's easy to make something look like a certain way, if you know what I mean. Especially different angles, sucking in, flexing can make things look a lot different. But I'm really happy where my body is right now at 6 months. Like I was happy where it was before I gave birth, after I gave birth. Give yourself just permission to love your body wherever it's at, and, you know, not judge it, not compare, because you're on your own journey and your body is going to look so different than somebody else's. And who knows, my second pregnancy could look so different than it does now. I was completely prepared to have stretch marks, and honestly, like I did get some on underneath my boobs. They're starting to fade, but yeah, a lot happened with my boobs that I did not expect. They're definitely bigger, saggier, and just looking a lot different these days, but I wouldn't change anything. I love breastfeeding, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to do that with Sage and have that relationship. And yeah, that's basically my postpartum body update. If you guys have any questions at all, leave me a comment down below. I will respond. I read basically all of my comments that I get. I just am not able to always respond to them, but I will try my best to respond. And hopefully this video was helpful and just, you know, gave you support in your own journey, or if you're planning for the future of when you will eventually be pregnant and have your own family. I know it's really exciting to watch videos like this and try to figure out what you may be able to expect. Although, expect the unexpected. What's that book? Know what to expect when expecting or something? I have it here. Where is it? What to expect when expecting. The unexpected is what you should expect. All in all, I am just working on, like I said, supporting my body, continuing with my fitness, my pelvic floor exercises, stress reduction, and making sure to get sleep and food as much as I can, because just the basic needs can be a struggle when you're a parent. So if you're struggling, we all are, you know, there's good days, there's bad days. Some days I'm like, I'm killing it. I'm killing the mom entrepreneur life. I'm doing both. And the next day I feel so defeated. I'm crying and I just feel like a ball of nothing. And that's just life. And, you know, don't feel like I have it together, because I do not. It's just, I'm able to edit out the bad stuff. No, I try to keep both in, but like, I'm not going to film on days where I'm like really feeling down in the dumps kind of thing. Like yesterday, I didn't sleep well. I was feeling super emotional. I felt grumpy and it was rainy outside and I didn't film, you know? So you don't always see those parts. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna have a full blog post linked down below with links and stuff and just some more information about my postpartum journey. And as well, don't forget to watch those other 2 videos. I'll link them down below. I have a full like mommy playlist that you guys can check out and catch up if you're new here. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and I'm gonna go feed Sage. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Hi honey. She's like, oh mommy, see, I'm gonna eat.
Happy. She happy.
Sagey. Hey gorgeous. How's your 6-month update, huh? Sleeping in your bed. You're eating. Clapping. She's saying ma 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 too sometimes. Ma ma ma. Ma ma ma. Ma ma ma.